And over the weekend at the Firefight Australia concert, Adam and Queen delivered a truly memorable performance.
Freddie, I know for a fact, would look at what Adam is doing and say, wow, how do you do some of that stuff?
Currently touring the country with Queen and with a brand new solo album, Velvet, due for release next month. Please welcome to the show, Adam Lambert.
Hooray!
Yeah.
That is a very,
It was very flattering.
well, it should be. So it should be flattering. But is it weird when you hear that back?
It was a great, like, this is your life kind of walk through memory lane. It was very well edited too.
Oh, well,
Bravo to
that's-
the team there.
yeah.
It's Matt Dower who
Matt
did
Dower.
that.
Done, yeah,
Yeah.
very
well
pro.
done.
Well, no, we need and wanted to be respectful to you because you've had an amazing career and you're still very young.
Thank you for saying that. I don't
Well,
I feel a little bit old today
No,
after the weekend.
I think you were born the year that I left school, so that's why I'm just going, okay. I'm interested to know this question. I often ask this of people who've got incredible voices. When did you know that you could sing, but like a little bit off the chart, like really well?
I had been doing children's theater for a while with the company like outside of school, and I got a solo in a song, and like we had to hold the note as long as we could, and it was a big high tenor note, real powerful, and I could hold it longer than everybody else.
Oh, well done.
And I was like, ooh,
And did you go,
I win.
wow, and I sound awesome, and this is what I want to do.
I didn't know if I sounded awesome. I just did it, and then all the feedback was, "You're good." And
Okay,
you know,
and
that's
went from there.
You know, when you're at any age, the validation feels good. And I was like,
Sure.
"Oh, people like what I'm doing. Wow, they said I'm good."
What kind of music did your parents play when you were growing up? What did you listen
A
to?
lot of 70s and early 80s music. A lot of vinyl. My dad was a Deadhead.
Oh, no
Oh,
kidding.
okay.
Couldn't hum one of their songs to you. I still don't know.
But
any
that's
of them.
pretty obscure, to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
honest,
yeah.
when you say
and
that.
like a lot of like 70s stuff. You know, like I don't know, you name it. Like
But did you
Bowie.
listen to ABBA? I mean, I'm being sort of cheesy there, but saying
They did not like disco. I
Oh,
discovered that on my
okay.
own as a teenager.
Okay.
And when I was blasting disco and funk music as loud as I could from my room, my
Hmm.
father came up one day and went, "I have to live through this again?"
And before Australian
But I love that
Idol,
kind of stuff.
before Australian Idol, were you before Australian Idol, were you big in the karaoke bars? And if you were, what was your go-to song?
Before American Idol, I did have a karaoke bar stint. It was the one place that I could go and get laid. So I used to sing, if I felt like being romantic and sort of go against the grain, I would sing "I Can't Make You Love Me" by Bonnie Raitt.
well, that's a torch song.
Yeah, and that always used
It's
to
a
like get
belter.
somebody in the room like, "Oh, he's sad.
It's
Oh,
beautiful.
I want to go talk to him. He's sad." And then if I was feeling a little bit tipsy because we were in a bar, I would
Yeah.
sing "Tell Me Something Good" by Rufus and
Oh,
Shaka
okay.
Khan.
Shaka Shaka Khan.
And that would
Yeah,
get a
okay.
different type of reaction
I
from
feel
a
for
different
you.
type of person like, "Oh, wow, look at you."
He's saucy.
So depending on the mood, yeah.
We absolutely, I was there on Sunday at ANZ Stadium.
Aw.
You blew the roof off, and I know you performed there the night before with Queen. But what was the vibe like when you were on stage? Everyone was just so in love with the band, and in fact, everyone was in love with everybody that night.
The audience, the vibe in the audience was unbelievable. I mean, the minute we walked out, it was like, oh wow! It was just really good vibes, good positive energy. Everybody was packed in, all ages. The minute the first chord of Bohemian Rhapsody
Yeah.
came in, I saw arms fly up, people smiling.
And was that a plan always to play the set list from Live Aid, the exact same playlist?
We had that idea around New Year's Eve. We did a New Year's Eve gig, and we had just agreed to do this firefight, and we were talking about it, and it just came up in conversation, and we all went, "Ooh, that's a cool idea."
As soon as I heard, and then,
Yeah,
you
the
went
penny
from-
dropped, didn't it?
The
Like, hang
penny
on, starting with
dropped.
Bohemian
Yeah.
Rhapsody. What's going on here?
Yeah, it was
Exactly.
exciting, and we wanted to keep it a surprise because it
Oh, it was nuts.
Well, you did,
kept
and we
it
were
interesting that way. you
we were
know?
all surprised. We're going to go to a song now, Dave. What are we going to play?
We're going to go to a quick break first, and we're going to
Yeah.
come back with the song from the show as well. But Adam's also got a brand new album coming
Yes.
out March 20, including a song called Roses.
Yes.
It's called Velvet. It's out March
There's a bit
20.
of disco for you.
Yes,
yeah.
indeed.
Love
More
it.
with Adam right after this. Kennedy Malloy. It is Kennedy Malloy. Adam Lambert is our very special guest in studio. Of course, a new album coming out March 20. It's called Velvet. And touring around Australia with Queen as well. We're so thrilled to have you in studio, Adam.
And
I'm
we
glad
are.
to be
Real
here.
thrill
Thank
for
you.
us.
And it is this expression probably everyone band is about big shoes to fill.
But you saw some of those shoes I was wearing. They are
saw-
big
I
shoes.
saw
I
some
mean,
of
they're
those
really
shoes.
tall heels.
That's
sometimes.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. What I think and hope has been the experience for when the guys first approached you and said, "Seriously, let's be Queen with
Yeah.
you." How did you react, and what did you think?
It kind of happened really slowly. It was like a snowball thing. We did
Mm.
it. They asked me to come and perform with them on the EMAs for MTV
Oh,
out
yes.
in Europe, and they were doing a medley, and I came in and rehearsed with them, and it went really well, and we all enjoyed working together. So that was sort of our toe in the water. And then
So it's sort of organic. It sort
yeah,
of
and then
didn't
one
all
thing
happen
left,
suddenly.
like kind of got put in, and then another thing, and it led to this. And in 2014, we did our first tour. We started in North America, and it was a success. You know, people loved it, and we kept tacking on different areas. Okay, let's go to Europe. Okay, let's go back to the UK. Let's go Asia. Let's do South America, Australia. We've gone everywhere.
I love the way that you have been so embraced by all the people, and myself included. I somehow feel Freddie would have gone, yes, this guy is the right choice. He is this amazing
thank
voice.
you.
And I think, and obviously the guys in the band love playing with you as well.
I'm so lucky that I get to sort of pay tribute to him and celebrate him as an artist and as a person and as a writer, as a singer.
And sing such amazing songs
Great
as
songs,
well.
great songs, and I think I relate to some of the stuff that he obviously has gone through. I can kind of draw some comparisons there, and I think I hope that in some way I can sort of carry on his spirit. I think that there's certain intentions with which those songs are supposed to be sung.
Yeah.
And I try to go there.
No, I can.
And I've asked a lot of questions, and I've learned a lot about him, and I really try to keep him in the forefront of my mind, not to imitate, but to do it for him,
That's
to
the
kind of
key, I
like
think.
celebrate him.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Leno, did you want to
You've had an extra window on him because you've been there while the movie was made, Bohemian
Yeah.
Rhapsody.
Yeah,
So that
absolutely.
would have given you an interesting perspective.
Yeah,
on
I
Freddie
mean,
Mercury.
and even before that, I mean, I've we travel together. We spent a lot of time together, so I've definitely had plenty of story time with the guys, and I've heard amazing tales, some of which probably aren't appropriate for radio.
I was talking off air to you, and we're talking about the fact that American Idol was where you started, and where you've been in music before then,
Yeah.
but where you really went bam. There's been a lot of artists who've emerged from these shows.
Yeah.
And it's a catch-22. I mean, how do you get a break these days in music? What if you are gifted and have a great voice? Is this the road that people can take?
Who's to say? I mean, because everybody kind of has their own origin.
Path,
but
yeah.
but I think that I do think that things have changed in 10 years a lot in the music industry, and I mean now it's almost like you see a lot of cases of people being discovered on YouTube or even beyond that. You can now upload your own music independently on some of
SoundCloud.
these
TikTok.
SoundCloud, even on
Yeah.
Spotify. You
Yeah.
can get in on Spotify pretty easily.
Yeah.
And I think the idea is that you build your own base, your own fan base, and then once you reach a certain level of buzz, then you go into like a major label system. But I think a lot of the major labels want to see somebody bringing their own fan base with them.
Yes.
Because it's a lot less work for them.
I'm sure it is. But you were saying you caught up at the concert with Guy Sebastian, and he was. Did Guy win?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
he did win.
Yes.
But there's been a great run for people who are runners up as well, which I love to hear. We've had so many famous singers that
Yeah.
have come from similar shows in Australia, but you've also been a judge on those shows.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get to see Guy at the thing. Our times were
yes.
so different, but yeah, we were both judges on X Factor.
Yes, on it,
which was great.
And
And
how
he's
do you
so-
feel being
so
a
talented.
judge? How do you feel doing that, judging other people?
I loved it. What I liked even more than telling anybody that they didn't make it was more the mentoring that we got to
Yes,
do with the
yes.
contestants. That was really cool.
That's the good
And
part.
I got I was assigned to the younger contestants, and so it was really great to be around young raw talent that wasn't scared.
Did they listen to you?
Yeah, they were
That's
fearless.
good. Great.
They were they're fearless.
Why don't my children listen to me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
And Isaiah won.
I know Isaiah
He
won.
won,
He was
yeah.
yes, he's a very talented,
talented
boy.
guy, yeah.
Now we will, of course, want to say that you have your own album out, coming out very soon. Is it out now? Well,
It's
we've been
March
playing that.
20th.
Yeah.
March 20th.
Yeah.
So, and what I love too is that the guys, obviously in Queen, are saying they embrace that and that you're able to release your own stuff as well. So
They're
that's,
very
it's
supportive.
very grown up and
They're
mature.
they they've been nothing but like beautifully supportive from day one. And
Is Brian okay after his altercation with that stupid cameraman?
I don't know what that was about. I wasn't there.
That's stupid.
I wasn't there.
He's got to be one of the most. Everyone I speak to says he's got. Alice Cooper was telling me. Sorry, name dropping. Alice was saying he's got to be.
Alice.
Yeah.
Alice and I were talking.
He's got to be one of the sweetest guys in the world.
Definitely.
This is amazing.
100%.
So anyway, we're over that. So, Adam, we're really thrilled to have you on the show. Thank you. And thank you for bringing joy to us all. We
So
love the
much.
Queen
Oh,
song
thank
so much.
you.
In fact, we're going to play one of the songs. Was it Radio Go we're going to do?
We're going to do Radio
yes,
Gaga.
this is great. And reminiscing about the Live Aid concert.
Yeah.
Radio Gaga.
Velvet out March 20. Let's thank Adam Lambert,
Thanks, guys.
Kennedy Malloy.